Welcome to Netrush Report, the home of deep dive tennis storytelling. Here we go beyond the scorelines and uncover the passion, the drama, and the human side of the sport we all love. That if you love tennis stories that go beyond the headlines, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join our growing community of fans worldwide. Now, let's dive into New York and into the firestorm that was Alexandra Eala versus Clara Tauson. Scene setting: U.S. Open 2025 atmosphere in New York. Alexandra Eala's profile. Her Miami Open semifinal breakthrough earlier in the year, her growing Filipino fan base, her significance as a trailblazer for Asian tennis. Clara Tauson's background. A talented Dane, known for power hitting, but also occasional volatility in matches. The Filipino crowd in New York, the flags, chants, energy, and how this set the emotional stage. First set, Eala starts strong, takes it 6-3 to Tauson frustrated already. Complaining to Umpire about noise distraction from the passionate Filipino supporters. Analysis: how player-crowd dynamics often impact performance at the U.S. Open. Historic parallels. Serena, Djokovic, Kyrgios. Narration of Eala's composure versus Tauson's rising irritation. Second set. Tauson regroups, channels frustration into focus, dominates with power. Wins the set 6-2. Momentum shifts. Discussion: how Tauson thrives on rhythm and aggression. Contrast with Eala's counterpunching style. The tension in the stadium rising with each point. Tauson races ahead 5-1 in the third set. Crowd goes quiet. Eala looks beaten, but then begins the improbable comeback. Breaks Tauson's serve once, then twice. Score narrows. Energy swings back. Crowd roars, Filipino supporters in tears, tension unbearable. Critical point at 5-4. Eala at the net. Tauson claims Eala's racket crossed the net illegally before making contact. She storms to the umpire, pleading her case. Chair umpire Kader Nuni reviews footage, but rules in Eala's favor. Tauson visibly furious. Crowd erupts in boos, both against Tauson's complaint and the delay. Commentary on controversial net calls in tennis history. Serena versus Stosur. Djokovic line calls. Hawkeye debates. Analysis: was Tauson right? How crossing the net rules are interpreted. Tauson feels targeted, boos raining down. Filipino fans chanting louder for Eala. Tauson's body language. Hands up in disbelief, shaking head, glaring at crowd. How hostile crowds have historically rattled players at the U.S. Open. Impact on Tauson's mental state. Was she still focused or broken at that point? Tie-break ensues. Eala fights off match points. Crowd fully behind her. Eala wins 7-6-11. Stadium erupts like a boxing arena. Narration of the final points with suspenseful detail. Eala collapses in joy. First Filipino to win a main draw match at a Grand Slam. Tauson leaves court quickly, visibly upset. Social media backlash, divided reactions, some supporting Tauson's complaint, others mocking her frustration. Eala's on-court interview, thanking Filipino fans, her pride in making history. Emotional resonance for Philippines. National headlines: pride for Southeast Asia. What this means for Philippine tennis. Eala as a trailblazer. The role of diaspora fans in global sports moments. For Tauson, questions about temperament, but also about mental resilience on the big stage. For the U.S. Open, yet another iconic moment of controversy plus passion. Exactly why fans love this tournament. Reflection: tennis is not just about points and scores. It's about human emotions, clashing wills, and cultural pride. This match will be remembered not only for Eala's win, but for the firestorm of controversy. Around one disputed shot, the legacy. Perhaps this was the night Alexandra Eala announced herself to the world, and the night Clara Tauson learned just how brutal the New York stage can be. And that, tennis fans, was the Alexandra Eala versus Clara Tauson drama at the 2025 U.S. Open. From disputed calls, to deafening boos, to a historic victory, this match had everything. Alexandra Eala walks away, not just with a win, but with her name forever written in tennis history as the first Filipino to triumph in a Grand Slam main draw. Clara Tauson, meanwhile, leaves with questions about her composure, but also with the reminder that in New York, the crowd can be as tough an opponent as the player across the net. If this is only round one, imagine what's coming next. This has been Netrush Report. Thank you for watching, and don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe for more long-form tennis stories, and let us know in the comments. Backhand index pointing right, was Clara Tauson robbed by the umpire's decision, or was it just part of the chaos of the US Open? Until next time, keep loving the game, keep debating the drama, and keep the passion alive. See you soon.